Alright, tipster. Saddest breed of Discord mod.
I got my waist bin here, and I got some of my anime. We got Death Note, one of my favorites. Throw it in the bin. We got some Dragon Ball Z, another great anime show. Robotech, maybe there's some lolly in there.
I'm having a double whopper.
What does he mean? Maybe there's some lolly in there, bro. Hey, he throwing away peak anime, but I don't even know what that third one was,
welcome
bro.
back, ladies and ladies with dicks. If you ever wonder what happened to the guy that said, "So no head?" as a pickup line every time he encountered a woman, this video will serve as a pretty accurate representation to how those clinically depressed semen demons turn out in the future. Tipster TV is a drama YouTube channel that has been circling around multiple communities he gets bullied out of, one of them being the commentary. And he's been doing exactly that for quite some time. If you go onto his channel, you can see some of his older videos date back to 2016. One of them almost being a prologue to this man's horny relations, being a video of him happily licking the cream off a beer while shooting more into his pants.
He did what? He did what now? My brother, he did what now? My brother in Christ, he did what now? Run that back. I did not hear that.
Being a video of him happily licking the cream off a beer while shooting more into his pants over the fact that Zoe Burger rated one of his streams.
Zoe Burger, little peeps, look it.
We're about to hit it, guys.
Zoe Burger just rated me. I cannot believe this shit. Look at that.
I can't believe it. See what's Snapchat.
Holy shit, like.
Who is Zoe Burger?
I'm unworthy. I'm unworthy.
Now, getting a shout out from Zoe Burger has the equivalent effect of reading
Who
your
is
name
Zoe
at
Burger? Who is Zoe Burger?
the end of somebody's suicide note. Her streams almost had the same effect of the damn ring tapes, except of dying after 7 days you would just contract chlamydia. But my point being, he's been in the YouTube game for a long ass time, which is why I'm quite familiar with him. And if you watch anybody else in the commentary community, they are most likely as well. Perhaps some of them being the ex-colleagues of the guy himself that cut ties with them after not being able to handle his depraved behavior for any longer. However, I'm pretty confident in
That's what I'm saying. Who is Zoe Burger? Who? I've never heard of Zoe Burger.
Most of you watching have probably never heard of his existence or thought the term tipster was even a person, because off rip, being an obese alcoholic named Tipster is already kind of...
Yeah, he looked like the average Discord mod. I would smash the ring ghost. Now, let's talk about that. That's a hot take. That's a hot take. Now, that's the easiest horror villain to, like, beat, bro. I'm talking about the commentator. I don't even know.
The reason this man is probably a mystery to you is the result of the recent dramas or communities he's drifted onto for the past few years that ultimately caused his reputation and view count to plummet down to the bottom of the fucking ocean floor. To start slashing through the cheese and stained underwear in Tipster's giant jizz jungle, I think it would be best to start with this guy.
Gotcha, thank you. Anything for pink-haired hot goth mom. Bro, this nigga... Bro. This nigga down bad.
Off mommy saga.
Just
this
like
addiction
you.
is one that he can't control. His millimeter defeater acts as a Bluetooth device that has a connected ego coochie, which the principle of itself is not that questionable as long as everybody is of age and just having a good time. There's not really too much to knock about that. Problem with Tipster is he takes it way too far, saying sexual and creepy shit towards the woman he talks to completely out of the blue.
You're not an e-girl, you're an e-whore, and you're my e-whore, not oh man. This nigga trying to claim another nigga's bitch and still fail, bro. That's not even game, nigga. That's just harassment.
Or the passing of a family member, and he would start to ask you if you need Tipster's tip to feel better. Just really cringy shit like that, where he really thinks he's cooking up something
this
hot
man
in the
game
kitchen,
is
but nobody's
down
hungry.
the
And you always add a
drain.
lull to the end of every text to make it seem like it's all irony and what he says is all for jokes, not actually meaning anything he tells these poor women that have to check their DMs to see this guy at the top of it. For example, another content creator announced on Twitter that she was lesbian, a very brave action, especially
if he was in your girl DM, would y'all still fight him, bro? Would y'all? Thank God I'm lesbian. Good luck. Damn!
on Twitter for her to do, so it would be right to give her some flowers for doing so. Tipster, however, would throw the bouquet of flowers he had prepared for her right into the garbage, because instead of congratulating her or saying something supportive, he would instead respond with, "I just grew 3 inches from following Briz on Instagram." The science behind it is true, go check the description, but what he actually said was, "Why do all the hot ones not like dick? LOL. Hashtag feels bad, man." Really weird thing to announce under a tweet like this, but it would get a whole lot stranger once you realize the girl who posted that tweet was only 17. While Tipster being a married
Oh,
man
he's
that's
cooked.
around the
He's
corner
cooked.
from
He's cooked.
turning 40. Now,
He's
before
married?
we jump to any conclusions, I want to be clear that he isn't some sort of minor refiner or predator by any means, at least from what we know. Because Tipster would profusely apologize after making this tweet, making it known that he didn't know the girl's age prior to the post. Plus, there's absolutely zero evidence anywhere that proves the fact that he is, so don't take this video as some sort of predatory exposal, because that's not the case. He's just a loser.
Not a groomer. Just a loser.
For the average man that had a close call to a degree like this, you would think it would be kind
Bro,
of an
I ain't
open
gonna lie,
and shut
that
book for
Miranda
Tipster to
Sings
never
apology,
explore
bro.
again. Or he
That Miranda Sings apology video was probably the worst apology video I've seen. She even topped Logan Paul's. She even topped Logan
would have
Paul's,
take
bro.
this as a
And that's an
valuable lesson to
achievement.
be careful of who you talk to online and maybe talk to your wife you have instead. But unfortunately, this encounter would be
Never
only a
seen it,
gateway
bro.
of
Go
what
watch
was
it,
to
bro.
come down
Go
the line, where
watch
he
it.
would defend and go out of his way to hit on girls that couldn't even give one lunk of a fuck about him, continuing to circle himself around these virtual vampires, dedicating videos
I ain't
towards
gonna
them about
lie.
how
No disrespect, bro. EDP, when I think of you, sometimes I think this is how you look, low key.
he wanted to give these girls his dusty chewed eraser of a tip. Shout out to Tom Dark for the clips. Wait,
like,
would
no
you look at that? I
disrespect,
got a
bro.
new reply
No
from Tip.
disrespect, bro. No disrespect. It's just like,
malware, so you can surf without getting phished.
Sir, about my tweet on my cute puppy photos. Let's go see the wholesome thing he has to share. Oops, you
My
like my
fault.
tweet. Guess we did it again, you dirty little whore. For context, this is some random
bro, you have a wife. Why are you talking to people like this? You have a
Twitter hoes
wife.
replying like this too because of a damn tweet like, your friend is kinda cute. Ayo, she's 16. I was only joking. Can't actually see with their fingers in the way, but I guess I kinda set myself up for that one. Sorry,
strange, just
and
like
it's so
Coach's big
sad to
ass
hear what
forehead.
happened to her. Nice of you to look after her. Okay, what was the lull for though? Where the hell is the punchline? Are you trying to do stand-up comedy
my
for Miracle
forehead
Village?
ain't
Who the
even
hell was
doing
laughing
that,
at
bro.
this shit besides convicted offenders? Because you went from seriously calling
Leave
the
the forehead
16-year-old
alone,
hot to now
twin.
calling her ugly once you found out about her age by saying you were joking? Wow, what a neat getter and side shitter. There was no reason to give out a whole ass monologue about it. You could have just said sorry and kept it pushing. Anything for a pink-haired goth mommy. What can I say? I have a thing for goth chicks. I can already see him tipping his fedora off of that one. Just straight blowing bubbles on her strap-on. What the hell happened to shame? So here another OnlyFans model was announcing that they were naked again, like anybody could care or would even bat an eye, but Tipster the tit watcher had his eyes bulging wide open upon finding this, replying with and emojis that emulates.
Bro, this nigga's too horny. He's too fucking horny. Like, nigga, do you not have a wife that you go home to each and every day and smash? Like, cuh. The OnlyFans model's not sending you anything free, so I don't know why
Some
you
sort of
why
stalker
you
stand.
replying
Keep
like
in
that.
mind, this man was typing all this while he was live
Bro, you're
streaming,
literally
waiting for his
streaming
wife
right
to
now.
prepare him
Oh,
pizza rolls
bruh.
and tater tots for dinner downstairs. Whenever Amaranth was trending for quitting OnlyFans, Tipster would take it upon himself to be the rising rooster to wake everybody up to this world-breaking news by posting it within the first
Bro,
minute
24/7
Amaranth
the
video
freak
even came
overload.
out, which is impressive to learn he can deliver news
Bro screenshotted this 1 minute after it was posted.
that fast,
Dang.
especially with only one hand. Some
Bro,
people in
faster
the
than
past
news
tried to
reporter,
make the
bro.
argument on how he's doing what a commentary channel should do by reporting the news as soon as it breaks out, which I find incredibly
in shining
stupid,
armor,
owing to the
bro.
fact
He
that
beyond the knight
absolutely
in
nobody
shining
on this
armor,
earth
bro.
could give one luck of a fuck about her leaving OnlyFans beside the shrivel simps that pay for her tier 3 subscriptions. You probably didn't even listen to a word she said before sharing to the internet and how his beautiful queen responded. The most prolific e-girl I believe Tipster has fallen stomach over cankles for is a woman that went by the name of AP over 9K. For context, she was in Tipster's little circle of e-girls, but for some reason he saw her as some sort of goth mommy prophecy. They met and talked to each other for around, I believe, only a few months and ended up flirting with each other on his streams on a regular basis. One of those streams, AP was shithouse sloppy drunk and Tippy was making sure to get tipsy as well. The times were great until AP would slur out her words in a way you wouldn't imagine.
Drunken AP goes mask off and delivers the dreaded N-bomb on stream due to her Taco Bell
What? Bro, what? Bro, what the
order getting canceled on DoorDash. Based as hell, by the way.
I feel like that's like another terminally online thing. Like somebody like says like to be nice, like, oh, my mom's hot. Like I don't think that's fucking weird. Wait, did you what?
Say that fucking N-word?
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's good. She's good. She's good. She's good. She's good.
Fellow YouTuber by the name
Ain't
of
no
Bo
type
Black
of
sort of held
apology
this
coming out, bro.
Discord court between everyone, but AP again was completely plastered and began schizo rambling for the better part of an hour, continuing to be a trifling troglodyte.
Let's get serious again, though. Let's get serious.
What's going on?
Let's get super serial, guys. Okay.
Are you good?
But she ain't taking none of this serious. She doesn't regret anything that she do, bruh. She don't. She don't. She does not, bro.
Tipster
She's not
eventually
okay,
ended
bro.
up deleting the entire server they were in during her meltdown, cutting the conversation everybody was having off because he was embarrassing himself by bringing this girl onto their show. Allegedly, AP
And he was
said
flirting
she didn't
with her,
realize
bro.
the entire
And he
thing
got a
was being
whole
recorded
wife.
in the first place,
I don't
labeling
understand that,
Tipster
bro.
to be
I
at
don't
fault for
understand
all of
that.
this for not disclosing anything about this being public, essentially throwing him under the bus in order to get her footing in the commentary space, which she would admit later on one of her tweets. Closing it all off that she was livid Tipster wouldn't defend her, so her response
how
to
you
that was to
find these
leak all the
videos,
private
dude? Bro, they
DMs
just be
the two
popping
shared,
up on my
which furthermore
recommended,
just
bro.
gave the
They just be
perception of
popping
how
up.
alone and sad this
She
guy
dead
makes
ass
himself
said that on
be, despite
purpose. That's
having
what I
a
was
wife
saying,
knitting in
bro.
the adjacent room. Notice the new profile picture. Not gonna lie, it looks hot and hot pink.
Yo, this nigga is a max prestige creep. She changed her profile pic, and this nigga literally just instantly on her ass. Bro, nigga, she just changed her profile pic. It's not like she sent you a titty pic or something, bro. Nigga, what the fuck is you
Thanks,
doing?
I love it.
What-
Even hotter goth mommy. Why give a fuck about what people think about you? You be yourself and own it, because those of us who love and
Bro,
respect
they're
us
not
do for
sending you anything. They're literally not sending you anything. Bro, stop trying to get a free subscription to the OnlyFans,
you
bro.
are, you know.
Stop.
I thought you
Stop.
looked great in that photo, to be honest. Goth
I
mommy
got a
could
weird
get it.
recommend. I don't got a weird recommended. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give this to many people, but if you ever need to talk,
Why
don't
is this
hesitate
20
to call
minutes
or text
long? Stop
me.
pausing.
I'm a busy
I got
guy,
you,
so I may
Clint. I
not
got you.
respond immediately, but I will respond. Gotcha, thanks. Like, bro, just take the fucking hint. She shut down every one of your advances directly to your face, but you just kept standing right back up and charging forward. You put so much passion into women that show obvious signs of having little interest into your existence. It's like I'm watching that one scene out of Anchorman where Brick was trying to flirt with the receptionist. There's hardly any social skills besides you drooling out of both heads from her presence being before
Bro got
you.
no
So
type
both
of
of these
riz
people
at
in this
that, bro. He
situation are
literally
pretty
just
bad.
be like
Tipster, you might
straight
show an
up
ounce of compassion
just
for, considering
drooling
the fact
over the
AP
girls,
used him
bro.
like a fleshlight to get more eyes to her name, and on the count of himself apologizing to AP and anybody else he might have creeped out with his DM. But AP is absolutely indefensible, being caught on video skipping teaching her kids the ABCs by jumping right to the hard R once again, coaching him to call somebody
What?
that in order to get back his phone, which is two signs of a great mother, teaching her kids that sounds no more than 7 to say slurs, and then neglecting him by already giving him a phone to rot his brain out at such a young age.
Hold on, everyone shut up. Say Smondile is a fucking Do it.
Bro, she going haywire with that joint.
No.
She just
Do
throwing
it.
them out like
No.
they strays.
That's the only thing to get
Bro,
my
she
phone
just
back.
throwing them out. My
Okay,
turn.
okay.
What you mean my turn?
Okay.
Twin.
Have your phone back and you say Smondile.
What do you mean?
No, you didn't.
My
You're gonna
turn.
say it in here.
What do
Right here.
you mean?
Spondyle is a-
My
That's what I
turn.
So after the person you saw as a quote-unquote
You get
friend
a
openly
slur,
admits to
you get a
using you,
slur.
sharing your
You get a
private
slur.
DMs, and
You get
blaming
a
you for
slur.
actions she's done herself, you would be quick to think
she
anybody in this
motherfucking Oprah
situation
with me,
with an
bro.
ounce of
She got a
self-respect
switch
would
on
make
it.
sure to block this woman from everything you ever owned. I mean, if this was me, I would make sure this bitch couldn't even access my Google Cloud print. But Tipster can't handle the fact of losing his one and only goth queen, so not even a few months later they would be seen together
A
on
switch is-
podcasts,
that's what I'm
treating their
saying, a
drama like it was
switch is
nothing but a simple
crazy.
misunderstanding, defending her as his dear friend once again. Tipster after this later got accused of allegedly trying to hit on Paige the Panda, who was a victim of Line Maker, that resulted in his entire career ending. If you watched Drama Alert at all
Oh.
back in the day, you would definitely know who this guy is. Bro, what the fuck? This was 8 years ago? In short, Paige didn't want any contact with the internet after the whole entire situation, but Tipster was destined to
Bro,
talk to
how
her.
do
Having
these
Goel,
niggas
some
be like,
ordinary gamer's
doing this
girlfriend,
shit,
claimed
bro?
Tipster went out of his way to add Paige on Facebook to try to spit some game to her on there. Tipster would keep denying having any weird
Yo,
intent.
this nigga has the most desperate game I've ever seen, bro. You try to get away, this nigga's not letting you get away.
with Paige.
This nigga is not letting
Switch
you
to
ever
Chrome
get
to
away,
load your
bro.
favorite sites
Mirror's
fast.
Edge is crazy. I ain't gonna
So
lie,
you can
fast.
browse with ease.
Why am I, bro? I ain't gonna lie, I've never played Mirror's Edge, low-key. Hold
And
on.
simply state he was reaching out to her in a friendly
I
way.
haven't even known of your existence before. You're saying that I tried to...
Game is game.
Didn't your friend
I'm
request
now
Paige
just
the
peeping
Panda?
this, bro.
Didn't you go and look for Paige the Panda
Bro.
on Facebook and friend request her?
Yeah, I was Maker girl. Yeah, I was in
Yes.
communication with her
Yes.
because we were discussing her GoFundMe.
Communication with you, and you went and frickin' friend requested her on Facebook. You went to go look for her
That's
on
not
Facebook.
true. That's not true. When I friended her on
Bro,
Facebook,
this nigga just be hunting down the females, bro. What
But I
kind of
just really
game
don't
is
see
this?
the fucking point. She made it evidently clear that she wanted her privacy after being dragged into the spotlight for being groomed. The case was completely closed, with all evidence already being a part of 50 YouTube documentaries from years ago. I know you're a drama channel, so if your
Dang.
objective was to directly reach out to the victim for some sort of video insight, despite her pleading for people to leave her the fuck alone, you're pretty pretty shady. If it was to hit on her right after she got taken advantage of by another balding creep, then that's pretty fucking gross. If it's for a friendly approach like you claim, you're still disrespecting
the OG
her wishes. I just don't
EDP.
understand
This
the
is
thought
EDP
process
before
for even
EDP,
trying to
bro.
message her in the
This is
first
EDP
place. So he
before
defends and
EDP.
befriends deranged e-girls that see him as nothing but a lolcow. It's a bit questionable. However,
Bro
what I
literally
find
just
way more
decided to take
questionable is what
advantage of a
tips
girl
or
that
chooses
already
to
got taken
defend on his
advantage of.
streams. One of the main topics that always ends with himself being horrendously clowned on for is his continuation over time of defending lollipops. I'm gonna be calling it that for monetization's sake.
What do you
so I
wait
don't
wait
really
wait
know if this
wait wait
platform's
wait
gonna
wait
mess-
wait. So this nigga is defending. Hold on.
with that
Hold on.
word. Recently, the
hold on,
creator
hold on,
known as
hold on.
Vosh leaked one of his folders during a live stream that contained images of horses f***ing a cartoon child. Almost undergoing cardiac arrest once he learned the folders of lollipops he meant to be kept hitting away was being broadcasted to thousands of people.
See, this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to. We've all jerked at the lolly at some point or another.
Personally, I think anybody
This nigga had a whole fucking folder on this shit. This nigga was deep in this shit, bro. This nigga was deep in this shit. No. Bro, why do you have a folder full of fucking kids getting... Yo,
that draws
that is
this
crazy.
kind of shit in their free
That
time
is
deserves to undergo 5
crazy.
hours of Chinese water torture. I won't act like anime hasn't presented us with some fine-ass woman. Back when I was on my Naruto days, I would be lying if I said Lady Tsunade didn't have me in a
That's what I'm
chokehold.
saying.
You know,
Like,
I
Lady
won't act like I
Tsunade
don't
is
see the
reasonable,
vision
you
with
know what I'm
finding
saying?
some
But a
characters off
kid?
some shows attractive,
A
but why little
kid?
children or something that eludes
Who's
the main
we,
defense
bro?
every time is to sniff all their boogers down their throats and say,
Well, actually, if you
Is
know
we
the
a part
lore,
of the
you'll
stream?
understand she's a 4,000-year-old human-eating wizard that de-ages through the blood of her victim.
like, that shit's cool and all, but why does she look like a preschooler? You're choosing to act like her
Exactly,
looking like a
bruh.
kid is just some abstract illusion that people see. So yeah, dude, my opinion about that is you're pretty fucking weird. Go up to one person at a Costco and tell them that you jerk off to horse cock slapping across the face of drawings of ancient witches that look like middle schoolers. They'll probably look at you like this. If you're wondering why there's a common theme with horses, it's because Vosh's biggest fantasy is to mash pissers with a woman as a horse. So if you put 2 and 2
What?
together, wanting to be a horse while you have save images of horses busting across images of drawn out kids, it's not really a good look and it's really hard to defend.
I'll make it clear. You can write this down. I want to f a woman as a horse. None of this is a secret. I just to be.
Nobody's hearing you out. Nobody's fucking hearing you out. This is a crazy statement, nigga. Not Batman himself couldn't even get this fucking information out of me, nigga. Batman himself couldn't get this information out of me, bro. This is a crazy statement, nigga. Bro, how are you saying this out loud and proud? With your chest, everything. That is
clear,
crazy.
you know.
Drama would later get a tenfold worse when older clips of Vosh started to resurface of him morally justifying the act of owning cheese pizza.
That's what
Doing
I'm
so for
saying,
years in
bro.
multiple clips, claiming
Why
everybody
do
in
these
America
niggas-
was
why
just
do
as
niggas
bad
like
as
this get a
predators that own
platform, bro?
CP, because majority of the people that live here own something that was the result of some sort of child abuse, like parts of a phone that was manufactured in Thailand by 12-year-old child slave, which is like comparing dicks to balls essentially, because whenever you unbox your phone, you get an Apple logo as a startup, not some intro video of meeting the creator where it shows some kid crying out in agony as his hands get crushed by heavy machinery. The result of cheese pizza is simply the act of what it took to
Yo,
make it.
what?
It's all just abuse from start to finish, all the
I
way to
thought
the
you
sick
meant-
ass who decides to watch it.
If the offender is consuming child porn without paying for it, if you're not paying for child porn, if you're just getting it, there is no moral or legal argument against that. That doesn't also like rope in you guys for the things that you have purchased. I would never make the argument that somebody who doesn't pay for child porn consumes in any way has committed an immoral act.
Not argue there's a difference. I would.
Bro, he's trying to justify. He's trying to justify that shit. No, nigga, you're cooked. No, nigga, you're cooked. Why the fuck, yo? What?
Not argue that there is anything wrong, and I see somebody disbelief in super chats. I would not say that it is unethical for a person to purchase child pornography or purchase blood diamonds, because I don't see a major difference between that and, again, buying a computer with silicon that was mined up by literal child slaves.
His defense for all of this
Bro.
was to always say it was all out of context,
What?
coming out with a recent response claiming himself that his argument was a stupid one to stand on, explaining how he used the pizza example for shock value in order to grab people's attention towards the abuse of kids. It happens across the world in order to make all these products the average man owns.
My dumb goal here was to spark.
So he's basically saying that if I purchase something that a child made in a factory, that's the same thing as purchasing CP? No! No!
reality of unethical supply chains to reflect on the harm they were enabling through comparison and look bad. You know, it was meant to be like an invective, like something like, it gets, it's punchy, it gets right through to people.
We're not hearing you out, bro. We're not hearing you out.
This was some sort of one-off occasion for you, though. You made this argument over 100 times, making it very adamant on the fact that people should not be punished for owning it, trying to constantly play devil's advocate towards something that already is close in comparison.
Window, but then accidentally instead clicked the Save As tab and the right-click drop down.
Then you now get outed for having multiple folders of lollipops saved on your computer afterwards. You can't tell me that doesn't make you seem a tad bit suspicious. So how does this relate back to Tipster? Well, I wanted to give context towards what he would proceed to fight for the death over, defending Vosh with his heart and soul over this conflict, taking Vosh behind his back, shooting him away like Captain America picking up Bucky after a long battle. Defending this is weird in its own right, but Tipster would outright suck the skin off this man's penis, acting like Vosh was his best homie, when these two have never crossed paths or uttered a word to each other since they were born. Even trying to side with Vosh on things he openly admitted were completely wrong of him, and then go out of your way to make up this narrative that Vosh saved all of these photos in a folder named To Be Sorted by mere accident.
Not okay with Lolly. I don't defend the existence of Lolly, the consumption of Lolly, the production of Lolly, etc.
But you're defending a person that literally has a whole 10,000 folders of it, bro. That don't make no sense.
Hey, it was an accident. I didn't fucking...
Right, because that just happens to the best of us when we randomly contract Parkinson's and start typing horse hentai, not being able to stop clicking your mouse from saving every photo. I mean, at your old wise age, I thought it would be pretty practical to have some common sense. There's no accidentally saving.
Switch to Chrome to stay in sync across devices, so your tabs go everywhere you go.
Please tell me like their YouTube channels are like banned or something, bro.
That shit was
tell me they like left YouTube
for whatever horrors Vosh will use them for.
And in regards to Vosh defending CP,
why you gotta be
I don't think that's the case. I think his arguments are being misrepresented. I think he used really terrible analogies to make his arguments.
Bro,
I don't think
the fact that you're already defending, bro, just shows that you got some of that shit in your folders too, nigga. Open up your folders. Open them up right now today. Right now today, bro. Bro, because it's like, why are you defending, bro? He got 10 folders of it.
He admitted it was completely disgusting.
You literally have to look it up and go save the images. There's no accidente about that, bro.
With context added. So why are you choosing to die on this hill when he admitted to all of it being wrong? It sort of reminds me of that one Japanese soldier in World War II who kept fighting people 30 years later not knowing the war was over. You're swinging at fistfuls of air right now for no reason. You just keep embarrassing yourself with every sentence you say. Tipster would get criticized by H3H3's podcast for defending this weirdo, and he would also later cry about it in his video, saying it wasn't fair he was getting all of this hate, when it's completely fair to get shit on by people when you defend things that even the people who have done them have admitted were frightfully wrong.
I tweeted the tweet with my criticism of H3. I did try to tweet it in a way that it wasn't aggressive, or I wasn't trying to be like crazy argumentative or whatever. I wanted to state my criticism, but I didn't want to be a dick about it, okay? I tweeted that tweet, I went to bed, and I woke up to utter fucking chaos because Ethan saw my tweet, Ethan didn't like my tweet, and Ethan responded to my tweet.
Your body built like a buzzball. Man, there's other things that matter in the world, I would hope, to you than just Twitter drama, because you have a family and a wife that you constantly be unfaithful to, and when you start to defend stupid games, you wake up to stupid
Does he have kids?
Has honestly ruined anime for me in general. I said it before, like, hentai was never my thing, but if you're into hentai, honestly, just stay the fuck away from that shit, because...
Why are you lying, nigga? Why are you lying? You look like you like that shit, nigga. Why are you lying?
Holy fuck, like, you
why are you lying? This nigga is self-deflecting now. Hey, twin, you ain't gotta lie, bro. We not twins. My fault. I ain't mean to say that, bro. My fault. My fault.
How
was that possibly true when you've been exposed in the past for doing the same shit for years?
Bro,
you have one of your friends like a picture that
contained
contained a graphic image of lollipops, claiming she did the same by accident, going out of your way to even defend the art style, being some sort of lollyologist saying it was an adult, regardless of it being clearly pointed out that it was a fact of a child that was drawn.
A lot of questions on whether she meant to actually like it or not. Her claim was that it was an accident, but a few pressed X to doubt. Thankfully for her, her reputation wasn't far
off. Once
again donned his triple XL white knight armor. He proclaimed that the art was not even lolly. Bo Blacks responded, proclaiming, "It's lolly, Tipster. It's a cartoon of a child and nothing but a strip of clothing covering the flat chest and crotch."
What you was at the hospital for, gang?
Her liking it put that disgusting shit
you
on
good,
my
gang?
timeline. Tipster claimed it was not lolly at all, and that it could have possibly just been a drawing of a petite grown woman. He further further defended the art and his friend liking it, and was then ripped apart by commentary spurgs.
There's even more examples of you defending this, so why would this certain situation be the sole reason
y'all
you
got
never touch
COVID?
anime again? What I see out of this is you not being able to handle your own stupidity, defending things that are completely indefensible, and then retracting your statements whenever you actually start to get backlash for it. It's an ongoing cycle I've seen from you. You've always deleted tweets after having a meltdown at the 200 teenagers.
Get some chicken noodle soup.
Pretty pathetic to take back everything you said after this as well, apologizing for even defending Bosch in the first place.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially having a meltdown of this degree.
I want to watch anime again. I don't want anything to do with
they
it.
got eight, bruh.
I got my waist bin here, and I got some of my anime. We got Death Note, one of my favorites. Fuck it.
See, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's like, bro, you defending, bro, so badly, and you denouncing anime and everything, bro. Like, nigga, stop trying to put up a front. We know you got some of this shit in your folders, cuz. We know you got some of this shit saved, bro. We know you like some of this shit, bro.
We got some Dragon Ball Z, another great anime show. Throw it in the bin. Robotech seems pretty harmless, but who knows? Maybe there's Lolly in there.
What the fuck is Robotech?
Ease, based on one of my favorite RPG franchises, in the fucking bin. Hell, I've got video games.
Tipster would do the same to Chris Tyson, who I'll honestly say is a pretty shady person that's done some questionable things. One of them is being a huge fan of lollipops.
Wait,
what? Buying them and, quote, hanging them in the centerpiece of his living room. For some further insight, the art...
Wait. Chris can get some... Bro, what you mean? What you mean, bro? What you mean? What you mean,
quote, hanging them in the center.
Oh, this is coming from the guy who owns a shade base drawing and has it as a... He's beefing with Chris?
For some further insight, the artist Chris bought this lollipop from was the very same artist known as Shadman, who first off is in prison for attempted murder, but was also the most prolific artist out there, taking cartoon characters of kids and real kids themselves into sexualized art, one of them being the daughter of Keemstar, doing so when she...
Nigga, that is foul as fuck. That is foul. I hope that nigga
was only 7 years old, and another being Lieutenant Corbus, a YouTuber who got famous when she was only the age of 11.
From Mr. Beast, right? He got exposed for posting lolly. The artist is the same artist that drew my daughter.
Oh, this nigga's sick. This nigga is an evil villain. This nigga drew his daughter at the age of 7 as fucking...
At the time, Keemstar's daughter was only 7 years old. On November 18th, 2016, Chad continued his trend of drawing real-life lolly art when he drew Lieutenant Corbus posed sexually with a microphone. Keep in mind that this girl was new to being a celebrity at the time, and once again, was just 11 years old.
Now this is pure speculation, but as far as I'm aware, Chris knew the history and actions this person has done while buying the art. But Tipster would come out with his shining armor saying people were only mad at Chris because they're all transphobes, digging up 6-year-old tweets just to slander Chris, insinuating the fact that it's not due to the art that
YouTube
Chris bought.
Shorts
Instead,
was so wild. Someone was promoting
promoting
it?
It's gotten to the point where people started digging into like old tweets of theirs and stuff like that to find some reason to cancel them. And the latest thing is that apparently Chris Tyson is a pedophile because he made some edgy jokes about lolly and kids.
She didn't only make the joke, she bought the joke, then framed it on her wall and purchased it from a person who has done deplorable things. It isn't something to play.
You bought child CP and fucking framed it on your wall, nigga. Where are the police? Where are the police?
Around for Chris. It's something she fully supports, and even by the face, you can tell that it's not a full-grown adult on that painting. I haven't personally seen the other pictures of what Tipster was defending because I would rather go to an Amy Schumer comedy show with a straitjacket than to see what those pictures were. But if this was the safe example,
I'm not gonna lie, that is a crazy statement, bro.
Take away from all this is Tipster never learns that sometimes it's just simply not our turn to talk. Stop fighting to the death on things that were constantly proven wrong to even start fighting for in the first place.
Switch games because the game got too hard.
Out because you make sure to ride the tips of other content creators in heated moments for either validation or to fuel some sort of humiliation fetish you seem to have with yourself. Again, I want to clearly state the fact that I don't believe this guy is some sort of predator. He hasn't done anything that breaks the bounds of legality, at least
but
on
he
purpose.
defended
he just
one
can't
though.
Seem to stop digging himself this hole that he could have easily avoided by shutting his mouth and not being so desperate to fit into some sort of internet community when he evidently has bigger things to worry about. I mean, other YouTubers he defended in the past was Jalen, if that provides anything
but
to
who
the
is this?
table. The person that said the N-word like it was
man?
a flight or fight response to when anybody called called her a guy. If you would just stop changing your mind around like somebody.
That's the one that said the N-word like they had a switch on it.
That you genuinely believe in before grifting onto another, I think you could have honestly done really well for yourself. But you just caused your own demise, so the only person to really blame at the end of the day is just you. I think that'll wrap the video up there. The guy is a locale that deserves, in my opinion, and many others to be criticized. So
I'm not gonna lie, all them niggas need to be locked up, bro. Anybody supporting that nigga, bro. The fact that this nigga literally was like, hey, bro, he ain't do nothing wrong, but he did have it on his computer. He had 10 files, but hey, he ain't do nothing wrong. What?